सभी चरणारविंद भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। श्रीपाद बृहस्पति जी का चर्य श्रोत्र से भक्तिसिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी महाराज श्रील प्रभुपाद की अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद आल्लूर इष्ट समय आल्लूर साल्लूर साल्लूर शीघ्र शीघ्र प्रभुपाद की। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरोन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरोन् वैष्णवांश्च। श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणा रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनासहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितं श्री कृष्णकरुणा सिन्धो दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचना गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी श्रवण सुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिय। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्री गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। मुखं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिमित्रपातमहं दशग्रन्थनतालं ब्रह्माण्डं श्रीचैतन्येश्वरं नमामि विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामी नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वतीदेवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे हरिः शून्याय पश्चात्तीशतारिणे। Canto 4, chapter 7, text number 42, 43, sorry. Gandharva uchuhu Gandharva uchuhu Hamsam saste deva marichadayete Hamsam saste deva marichya dayate. Hamsam saste deva marichya dayate. Hamsam saste deva marichya dayate. Hamsam saste deva marichya daya. Hamsam saste deva marichya dayate. Hamsam saste deva marichya dayate. Brahmendradya deva gana rudra puroga. Brahmendradya deva gana rudra puroga. क्रीडा भाण्डं विश्वमिदं यस्य विभूमम् क्रीडा भाण्डं विश्वमिदं यस्य विभूमन् तस्मै नित्यं नाथ नमस्ते करवामा Hamsam saste deva marichya dayayate. Hamsam saste deva marichya dayate. Brahmendradya deva gana rudra puroga. क्रीडा भाण्डं विश्वमिदं यस्य विभूमन् तस्मै नित्यं नाथ नमस्ते करवामा
शास्ते देव मरीच्यादयते ताप्या देवगणा रुद्रपुरोधा क्रीडापाण्डं विश्वमिदं यस्य विभूमन् तस्मै नित्यं नाथ नमस्ते करवाम
गंधर्वा उचुः शांसते देवमर्च्यादयेते ब्रह्मेन्द्राद्य देवगणा रुद्रपुरोगा क्रीडाभण्डं विश्वमिदमस्य विभूमन् तस्मै नित्यं नाथ नमस्ते करवाम
Gandharva. The Gandharvas who said amsaha, parts and parcels of your body, te, your deva, dear Lord, marichi adayaha, Marichi and the other great sages. Ete, these, Brahma, Indra, Adyaha, headed by Brahma and Indra, Devaganaha, the demigods, Rudra Purogaha, having Lord Shiva as the chief, Krida Bandam, a plaything, Viswam, the whole creation, Idam, this, Yasya, of whom, Vibhuman, the Supreme Almighty Great, Tasmai, unto him, Nityam, always, Natha, O Lord, Namaha, the respectful obeisances, Te, unto you, Karavama, we offer. Translation. The Gandharvas said, Dear Lord, all the demigods, including Lord Shiva, Lord Brahma and Indra, along with Marichi and other great sages, are all only differentiated part and parcels of your body. You are the Supreme Almighty Great. The whole creation is just like a plaything for you. We always accept you as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and we offer our respectful obeisances unto you. Report by 7 verses Bhaktivinoda Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. In the Brahma Samhita, it is said that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. There may be many gods from Brahma, Lord Shiva, Indra and Chandra down to the rulers of the lower planetary systems and the presidents, ministers, chairmen and kings. In fact, anyone can think that he is God. That is the false, puffed up conviction of material life. Actually, Vishnu is the Supreme Lord, but there is even one above Vishnu. For Vishnu is also the plenary portion of a part of Krishna. In this verse, this is referred to by the word Amsamsaha, which refers to the part and parcel of a part and parcel. There are similar verses in Chaitanya Charitamrita which indicate that the Supreme Lord's parts and parcels again expand into other parts and parcels. As described in Srimad Bhagavatam, there are many manifestations of Vishnu and many manifestations of living entities. Vishnu manifestations are called Swamsa, partial manifestations, and the living entities are called Vibhinnamsa. The demigods like Brahma and Indra have been promoted to such exalted positions by pious activities and austerities. But actually, Vishnu or Krishna is the master of everyone. In the Chaitanya Charitamrita, it is said, Ekaleshwara Krishna, Harasava Bhritya. This means that Krishna alone is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and all others, even the Vishnu Tattva and certainly the other living entities, are his servitors. Baladeva is the immediate expansion of Krishna. He also engages in the service of Krishna, and certainly the ordinary living entities are serving. Everyone is created constitutionally for serving Krishna. Here Gandharvas acknowledge that although demigods may represent themselves as supreme, actually they are not supreme. Real supremacy belongs to Krishna. Krishna's Bhagavan Swami is a statement of Srimad Bhagavatam. Krishna is the Holy Supreme Lord. Worship of Krishna alone, therefore, includes the worship of all the parts and parcels. Just as watering the root of a tree also waters all the branches, twigs, leaves, and flowers. I neither have any qualification nor do I have any elevation. Seek blessings for you. So here we are coming to the end of chapter very soon. Um, uh, Supreme Lord Vishnu appeared in the arena, and one of what is that? his uh, his presence itself is very exhilarating. You know how he appears? When Lord appears, it's very interesting actually. You know, more or less cinema people, they imitate that actually. You know, practically we are very, what is that, pale imitators of Krishna. First, when Supreme Lord is about to appear, you hear the Samaveda hymns. Very wonderful at such a meter, not like playing Kras Kartal or anything, but it's a perfect thing. And it'll purify the environment. This is all Mahamaya, right? 3 modes. So there, when the Supreme Lord is descending on Garuda, Garuda's flapping of the wings start generating Samveda hymns. And immediately the environment changes. Environment changes and it's filled with transcendence. We can only speak from Bhagavatam, but we have no idea. Actually, that's a wrong statement. We have some idea. So Prabhupada said, every temple is actually a spiritual world, a replica spiritual world. So as he starts descending, you don't see like a aeroplane, so much air and not like that. It's very transcendental. Everything is transcendental. And so first then, when the Samaveda hymns you hear, then you'll see Garuda, then the Supreme Lord appears, Vishnu. And what is that? In the previous verses, hundreds and thousands of suns appear at the same time. That much illumination. That much illumination. Wow, amazing. In Prathamaraj, that yajna also appears. This is another yajna is appearing. That's why he's a yajnapati. Yajnesh, Yajnesha. So, one after another, people are offering obeisances actually. And let me read the translation once again. So the Gandharva said, Dear Lord, all the demigods, including Lord Shiva, Lord Brahma and Indra, along with Marichi and other great sages, are only differentiated parts and parcels of your body. You are the Supreme Almighty Great. The whole creation is just like a plaything for you. We always accept you as Supreme Personality of Godhead and we offer respectful obeisances to you, unto you. I read the previous verses and these verses. So Krishna, Prabhupada is trying to impress on us. God is great. And God is one. I don't know how many of you know. Hinduism means pantheism. So many gods. But in that, we are a monotheistic sect of Hinduism. We are what? We are a monotheistic sect of Hinduism. Means we believe in one God. We don't believe in others. We believe them as part and parcel of Krishna. That's why not that somebody conceived this in the beginning and presented it. Our parampara starts from Krishna, and there are books also. Bhagavatam. Shankaracharya did not write commentary on Bhagavatam because it's impossible to correlate his whatever his presentation and Bhagavatam. It will not work. First canto, second chapter itself, he fails. First verse itself, he fails. That's why he never touched Bhagavatam actually. You are God, I am God, everybody is God. What do you mean? Everything is Brahman. So first verse is telling no. First verse will not work. That's why what he did, he never touched it. You know, so clearly, what is it? Brahmeti Paramatmeti Bhagavaneti Shabdate. So you'll know Brahman, and you'll deal with Bhagavatam also deals with the Paramatma portions. And most of the time Bhagavatam deals with the Bhagavan. And at the end, culmination of the Rasas, 10th canto, Srimad Bhagavatam, it will culminate with the Rasa Panchadhyay, where there is a interaction between Jiva and that Brahman, Supreme Brahman Krishna. So one has to understand Srimad Bhagavatam in step by step, one to first 9 cantos. Then when we get rid of all the impurities, and we why when Vishnu is telling everyone is offering obeisances, Gandharvas are offering obeisances, Vidyadharas are offering obeisances, everyone is offering obeisances. Lord Shiva is offering obeisances, Brahma is offering. Prabhupada is writing, he is Supreme Lord, but above him also somebody else is there. That person will come only, he'll come once in a while, third canto will come, fourth canto will come. Prahlad glorifies him with 1-2 verses. Finally, Krishna makes a final appearance. Supreme Lord, Vishnu is Purusha, Krishna is Purushottama. And the higher level is, there are Purushas, there are transcendental. In that also, there is Uttama Purusha. That is Krishna. And his loving exchanges are discussed in Srimad Bhagavatam. And what is the proprietary of Gaudiya Vaishnavism? The dealings, especially Madhuri Ras. For that we need to have a qualification. Get rid of lust. Get rid of envy, get rid of greed. To what extent you want to go? You have to see how much fuel is there in your flight. This keeps on going only. You'll never hit the wall, never hit the roof. You have to keep on filling your fuel. When you have impurities, this fuel will dry up in the middle only. And the flight has to come down. So the day I understood, hey, you have to keep on going. I gave up other things and then finally I settled here. This keeps on going only, going. That's why Lord Chaitanya knows. Actually, everywhere you go, any organization, they say liberation is ultimate. And one verse is enough in Bhagavad Gita. Mam chaya vyabhisharana bhakti yogena sevata saguna santityetan brahma bhuyaya kalpate. If you practice pure bhakti, you are liberated today, not today, now. That self, you close all the books and come here. So you are liberated, done. Ajamil is also liberated. Then after that, 13 years he did sadhana. Means there is something higher than liberation. So one has to be very confident. Like, if you're studying in IIT or MIT, you become very, what is it? I don't want to use the word proud, but, people are. But of course, it is an achievement. It's a materialistic way. So what I'm trying to impress on you is actually, this is also like that. Prabhupada said there are so many organizations doing philanthropy, giving food, water, and shelter and clothing. There should be one organization that speaks of the highest thing of the material world, pure bhakti. That's what we do. That people will come or not. This should be there. It as a window for somebody to take shelter. Otherwise, other things, even if you offer, you'll be miserable. Because the soul is satisfied only when that Supreme Soul, Supreme Krishna, is satisfied. And our satisfaction lies down in serving Him. But for a person who is very egoistic, Lord Chaitanya says, Payata Pada Pankajasta, the Dhuli Sadrusam Vichinte. What do you mean Dhuli? Last time I was mentioning this. Please, my Lord, accept me as one of the atoms at your lotus feet. Do we, when we are walking on the street, do we start, which one is falling under my feet? Which sand grain is falling? Thorn is pushed into your feet. Oh, then you look down. We don't, when the sand is offering us a smooth touch, we don't care. That is the mood of Gaudiya Vaishnavas. One day one person asked me, why do you stand little side and offer obeisances? Putting Prabhupada on the left, you offer obeisances. Putting Krishna on the left, you offer obeisances. And you don't come like this to Krishna, you say, offer side. How many of you know the answer actually? So, and then I gave him a small example. You are working as a cook for, so you are working as some very lowly position in your for a CEO, and he's very busy dealing with all the managers. You know, क्या बनूं आपके लिए? You'll stand in one side. Sir, what can I do for you today? Can I clean your room? I need your key. Keep on running or take it. And then you'll continue. So we don't disturb Krishna's business. We stand in one corner and we offer our prayers. But to develop this mood, that's why Sikshashtakam Lord Chaitanya started Pranada Pisinicha. For a person who is very egoistic, bhakti is very difficult actually. Bhakti is impossible. One has to have certain humility to begin with. And the one thing that he has to get rid of is his ego, false ego. So, Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachitananda Vigraha Anadi Radha Govinda Sarva Karana Karana is the cause of all causes. Actually, I was reading, even Vaikuntha, you get the Sarupya Mukti. But not about reads, you have a desire to have money, you have a desire to know, you have a desire to have money. That's why you are very rich in Vaikuntha. Or you look like you have the resemblance of Narayan because you have a desire to be beautiful. But what about Krishna Loka, Krishna's thing? Nothing. Whatever. You know? So even for gopis, no desire. You know, I'm starting it. This is an introduction, but if you want, if you allow me, I'll tell one small thing, tiny thing. Then we'll begin with. Suddenly, it came to my mind. Should I tell? So Draupadi is very famous, right? Why? She just called, and the Supreme Lord Krishna appeared and protected, her, protected her man, by giving her saris, right? Protected her chastity by giving right time saris. So she became famous everywhere. Like Vasudeva, Vipra Vasudeva became famous for having been cured by Lord Chaitanya, his leprosy. He became very famous. Likewise, Draupadi became very famous that time. Supreme Lord appeared, Krishna appeared and gave her saris. One day she went to Raj. And the Gopis said, hey, this is Draupadi. Supreme Lord appeared to give her saris. And actually, what is her? The Gopis came to see her. What is her greatness? She just called. And as she was about to be disrobed, the Supreme Lord appeared and gave her unlimited number of saris, and Visasana was humiliated and her chastity was protected. And Gopi said, for such a tiny thing you have to disturb Krishna. For such a tiny thing you have to disturb Krishna. Hey, what is that? If sari is not given, I'll die. You are not the body. You will die, you will lose. It's becoming naked before somebody. Gopi said, you are not the body anyway. That is the first instruction. You have to die, you will die. For that, you have to disturb Krishna all the way. How many of you understood? Amazing, right? How many of you think it's amazing? Oh, that's the next level actually. Arjuna is giving all the 5 reasons. And if you read first chapter, it's perfect. Then Krishna takes the problem into the next level. He introduces, hey, you're not the body or spirit soul. 4 reasons are gone. Two, if not for 3 reasons are gone, and Krishna gives the rest of the answers. The second chapter. So, with all the Garudas, I mean, the Gandharvas, Kinnaras, Kimpurushas, Vidyadharas, they're all offering obeisances and telling. And the previous verse actually, my Lord, we can't believe we are seeing you because we are attached to the positions. So, what is that? Then that day I read it before. I was thinking, why? We are all attached to our positions. And anything that we do, it's perfect, appears perfect. Anything others do, little tiny small thing, we see in the magnifying glass. Galat kar rahe ho. What about you? I'm perfect. It means your consciousness is external. You're not seeing internal. This is a problem of, let me see who said that. This is the problem of everyone. Up to actually it's demigods, it is that. So it's demigods certainly. So we are also attached to a particular position. And what is your existence? When somebody asks, you tell whatever is your ego is telling. I'm an engineer. I know it builds a theme for you. That's what you are to the rest of the world, which is not right. And you live on that for the rest of the life. You live on that for the rest of the life. And they are telling, and when a problem is going to come to that, immediately we become angry. When somebody hits that, or we have a feeling they will hit, immediately we will become defensive and we'll become angry actually. And we'll become angry. And what is that? We pick up quarrel actually. That's why Janayati aso vairagyam jnanam cha yadhaitikam. Only one person if you worship, that is removed. That even the finer layer is removed. That is Krishna. Most of the people don't go there anyway. That's why the quarrels are all physical, and tiny things. But even demigods have a problem. They are telling, my Lord, you're coming before us, but we can't even believe you can come before us. We are attached to our positions. It's the ego. How do we get rid of that? Worship Krishna. Krishna gives you jnanam, knowledge, and vairagyam at the same time. And as we develop these two things, but again, jnanam and vairagyam are not bhakti. If you have bhakti, these two will come. If these two are there, bhakti, no guarantee bhakti is there. And these two will not stay without bhakti. So anyway, the point is, one has to accept Krishna's Supreme Personality, Lord, Godhead, and we are any insignificant jiva. This Bhrigu pastime, Bhrigu Muni's pastime, They were doing yajna. For whom this the benefit of this yajna, to whom it should go to? So the three predominating deities, Gunavataras, Brahma, Vishnu, and Lord Shiva. So they said, okay, we'll test them and we'll give the benefits of the sacrifice to them. So cut the story short, Bhrigu first went to Brahma. And because Bhrigu is son of Brahma, he was expected to offer obeisances. But Bhrigu didn't offer obeisances. So it's Maryada Vyatikrama. His offense was behavioral, mental. He didn't offer obeisance. Immediately Brahma became angry. And but he controlled his anger. Same thing. Then he went to Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva is a brother for Bhrigu. That time Lord Shiva was in private quarters with Parvati. Nandi said nobody should go inside. Still Bhrigu went inside. And Parvati became angry. But Shiva, what he did, he controlled himself. Oh, brother, please come inside. Let us, like this. Who will embrace you, You will smear your body with ashes of crematorium. And you will wear the skulls. I don't want to embrace you. He used the words, bad word. Immediately Lord Shiva became angry. And he tried to control. But Bhrigu saw that. He left. Then he came to milk ocean, Palasamudra. Vishnu was actually in ekantam, in a privacy. Again, he was also in privacy with Mother Lakshmi. Mother Lakshmi was massaging his feet. So Bhrigu went. The second level, mental offense, he increased, he stepped up his offense. He used words. It's oral. And the third one is physical. So he went and kicked on the chest of Vishnu. So that is physical. I went and kicked on the chest of Vishnu. Immediately Vishnu got, oh, I'm sorry. You came all the way and I didn't even see you. People worship you because I'm a devotee of servants. So I'm a devotee of Brahmins, servant of Brahmins. Or by kicking, you must have, my chest is very hard. You must have experienced a lot of pain. He started massaging his feet. That is when Bhrigu concluded, he is the predominant deity, he is the supreme lord for this universe. These two, are also his part, subservient to him. The answer is actually the moral of the story is Lord Brahma and Shiva behaved like that only to give impression to Bhrigu that they are not supreme and Vishnu is supreme for the universe. So likewise, every universe is one Brahma, one Vishnu, one Shivadiksa Vishnu and one Shiva. There are so many universes, so it's called multiverse actually. Plural of universe is multiverse. So there are so many multiverse and not just one Vishnu, three Vishnus. Every universe has one Shivadiksa Vishnu to maintain, no doubt. But this under the bed of the universe, there is what is that? Garbhodaksa Vishnu is there. And there is Mahavishnu there. Vishnu Sutrina Rupmani Purusakshan Yato Vidu Ekantamata Srishtir Ditiyam Andasamsitam Trutiyam Garbhobhutastam Tani Sacha Muchyate Satatantra. So three Vishnus are there. So in our thing, from Krishna comes Balram comes, Sankarshan Pradyumna Chaturyuha. From that Sankarshan comes Narayan. From that second Chaturyuha comes. From that Mahavishnu comes. 6-7 levels. That's why it's Amsa. So Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead. If you read 10th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Stavaranam, Himalaya. So likewise, everything. Finally, Krishna says, how much can you want? How much can I tell about myself? Atava bahunetena kimnyatena tamarjana visnamyam kritsnam ekam sena sthito jagat. Arjuna, I cover this entire cosmic manifestation with a tiny spark of my splendor. Wow. So Vishnu Tattva is Swahamsa. We are Vibhinnamsa. We are separated part and parcels. But Vishnu Tattva is a self-expansions of Krishna. Now, everyone serves, including, so up to it, everyone, including Baladev, also serves Krishna. But very interesting, Krishna also serves. He's actually Ekala Ishvara Krishna, only one supreme controller. But what is he telling? I also serve. What is very wonderful thing about Krishna? Heals. Krishna is not telling you. Actually, what is that? Manmana bhava madbhakto madhyajimam namaskuru. Mahame vaishyasi satyante pratijane prayosime. Become my devotee, offer your homage up to me, you'll come back to me. So Krishna is not an egoistic person. He's telling you worship me. He's telling you'll come back to me, sir. But whenever Krishna would get the opportunity, he will serve. He will serve. He became a servant to Arjun. Did he become servant to Arjun? No. He became servant of Arjun. Arjun's servants are horses. Horses, Krishna became horse's servant. Krishna never says, hey, this much hierarchy is there, even Vishnu Tattva, 6-7 levels, then only come. You all come and I'll bless you. No. Krishna serves. Tavapada Pankaja Tavapada Pallava Mudaram Priye Charusile. So when Sukadeva Goswami, when he was writing this song, Krishna bent down and took the dust from the feet of Radharani and put it on his head. Wait, I will not write this. Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead. Radharani is his energy. How can Krishna bend down and take dust from the feet of Radharani? Prabhupada Pallo Mudaram Priye Charusile. That's the song actually. And you all know the story. Krishna himself came and wrote it. Krishna did not have any ego actually. False ego. So negatively approach Krishna, positively approach Krishna, result is same. Little technical difference is there, of course. There's an 8th canto, Shishupal in the Rajyajna, Shishupal used all the bad words. Your Supreme Personality of Godhead, you don't want your image to be tarnished even this much. What Shishupal is doing? Right before everyone, he is blaspheming Krishna. Very interesting. Shishupal did not say, when Bhishmadev said Krishna should be worshipped, Shishupal did not say anything. Why? He could have told, not Krishna, Duryodhana. There would have been some discussion. Shishupal did not say. But when they put Krishna on the top, then he started using all the blasphemy because he wanted to scold Krishna before everyone. That is his idea. If he had told, no, how can you put Krishna, put Duryodhana? If not Duryodhana, Shasana, very exalted personalities. He didn't oppose. Why? His goal is to defame Krishna every time. Wow. If it were you and me, what we will do? I know Maharaj Vishnu will definitely offer me Agar Puja. First we'll think, is Shishupal anyway coming there? Is the invitation extended to Shishupal? Yes. Then one day before he comes, arrange this. Otherwise, I don't want to hear all this thing. But Krishna is not like that. Amazing, huh? This world, if you are part of this world, you have to go through the suffering. Krishna is telling that. You'll be belittled, you'll be humbled. Can you imagine, all the great sages were there, everyone was there. Suddenly Shishpal got up from nowhere and he started telling, you're this, you're this, you're this, you're this. Not even one thing has one thing is right. But Krishna, that day, because of his anger, he couldn't control counting, He forgot counting. As soon as 11th one, but Krishna is also Kshatriya. He cut off his head. But what is the beauty thing? His soul entered into Krishna's body. Wow. He got Sahaj Mukti actually. That is what is that? That has triggered Maharaj is asking the question, which led to the story of Prahlada. Hare Krishna. So the point is, what is it? Krishna also serves. How much should we serve? So how much should we serve? We cannot serve. We will serve based on our choices. Why? We have filters. Why? Because we have a mountain of ego. And that's why, to the extent we are willing to get rid of our impurities, that much extent we go for. So Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, what are they telling? Niche jati, niche sangi patita adhama. Hey, one is a prime minister and there is a finance minister. They're telling niche jati. Or they are Brahmins. But somehow, if Nawab Hanisha said, if you don't work for me, I'll start cutting off the heads of all the Brahmins. Then they joined full time to work under him. So that's why they are telling our jati is niche. They are Brahmins, Karnataka Saraswat Brahmins. But now they are thinking they lost their caste. So they are telling, my lord, niche jati, niche sangi. Our association is very bad. We associate with him. Jagai Mada are better than us. Wow. So the devotee tries to find one good quality in others and glorifies. Jagai Mada never worked for any Muslim Nawab. That too, they are the residents of Navadip. Oh, they are much better than us. We are Niche Jat, Niche Patita. We are most fallen. Why? We are selling this. We are working for this person who is a cow-eater. Jagai Mada are must, they are much better than us. Lord Chaitanya said, Lord Chaitanya's first order to Rupa and Sanatana Goswami, you give up your falsehood, your humility. It's breaking my heart. That is the first instruction. When we come to ISKCON, there is a continuous instruction, become humble, become humble. Why we don't become humble? If we become humble, we can tolerate any insult. We can forgive anybody. If we are not humble, we cannot. So our progress is to what extent we have become humble. This Bhakti Rasan Sahib Maharaj said one time sitting here, if you are not humble, you'll be humbled. There's a choice. You want to be humbled at home or in the temple, but you'll be humbled. So what is that? There's one more point. Gandharvas are telling Yathataror Molanization. It's mentioned here. That verse is told by Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva in fourth canto. So the Prabhupada is writing in purport. So to water the root, to water the tree, you have to pour the water to the root. Krishna is the root of the creation. So we need to firmly convince Krishna, Supreme Personality of Godhead, Vishnu Tattva is Swamsa. Second point, we should be firmly convinced Lord Chaitanya is a combination of Radha and Krishna. He came to deliver, as a Yuga avatar, he came to deliver the everyone. And Srila Prabhupada is that Senapati Bhakta, pure devotee. He came to, he came to execute the order of Lord Chaitanya. These three speed breakers should cross. Then philosophically, you are safely situated. Otherwise, I accept Krishna, but Lord Chaitanya, I don't know so much. Some doubts, and all these doubts they'll hold on to you, like speed breakers. Your vehicle or uphill, your vehicle will not keep on climbing. You need more fuel. Further, what you have to do service and chant more. Then over a period of time, it will be removed. Faith is not. Faith has to be given by Krishna. You can learn verses, you can learn harmonium, you can learn everything. But faith, Krishna has to give. So if you understand, this will take you even beyond what you have imagined, you'll come here. And if you have a ability or interest, not ability, ability is not there, interest is there, desire is there, then this will take you to that type of heights you have not imagined. Being a recipient of Kali Yuga, being a product of Kali Yuga, everything is what Indra Maharaj says, we are all mercy case. So if we understand that, if we understand that, we become grateful. We become grateful, and we try to protect this Bhakti Lata as much as possible. We have not come here to for other things. We have come here for pure bhakti. Otherwise, actually, in these 4 regulative principles, they're basic. They'll give you entrance to read Bhagavatam. That's it. But once you start reading Bhagavatam, you have to start giving up more. Day one, you are told you would not have come to the moment. But as you get used to it, slowly you'll start giving it up. But you realize, I'm becoming better. You're getting liberated, you're getting, or one day you'll practice pure bhakti, you're already liberated. Then you'll start aiming for pure bhakti and prema. That is the goal of life. One should be, happy somewhere I started. Otherwise, what we all would have. That's why, this, what is that? Jepta Maharaj thing, Yedi Gaura. Yedi Prabhupada nahi not Prabhupada nahi sorry. Prabhupada had not come, what would have become? All of us, I would have become something else. Maharaj wrote that song. So we should be grateful to the process, grateful to devotees. Guru Vaishnava Bhagavan. Anything we do, we need the blessings of spiritual master. We need the blessings of Vaishnavas. And we need the blessings of Krishna. If we get these things and we get the blessings, Vighna Vinash, then obstacles will be cleared. That Kritanjit Smriti Ismin Dushkaram Sukaram Ved Vismriti Pritasyan Sri Chaitanya Namavitam. Anything very, very difficult, if Lord Chaitanya's blessings are there, it will become easy. Anything easy without, if Lord Chaitanya's blessings are not there, mercy is not there, it will become difficult. That's what I want to tell. These are few things, thoughts I got in my mind. Any question or comment? Yes, sir.
Thank you so much. So, would you be able to give 2 or 3 practical tips how to see good in others and not find fault? Because the fault finding comes, very easy, but seeing the good is not easy at all.
Thank you. Prabhuji, the simple thing is, it doesn't happen overnight, first of all. First point, to see good in others, to see faults in others means our consciousness is external. I meditated a lot on this one time. When we are trying to find fault with others, means our consciousness is always external. Where can I find fault? Where can I find fault? Means you're not looking like this. Means the chanting is not good. Our chanting is, if chanting is not sufficient enough to purify our heart. And of course, we are all in another with stage. I fully agree with you. One has to make a conscious decision. I don't want to criticize others. But one thing is there. To understand that person, you can see the fault, but we should not act on it. When you see the fault, oh, you're like this. You will understand that person kitna pani mein hai, kitna dudh mein hai. That's okay. So you'll understand. If he is willing to listen, then you give. Or pray that he attend Bhagavatam class regularly, or read books, Prabhupada books, or continue sadhana. He'll become better. One lecture I heard. You're a doctor. One person comes. Roji, my hand is broken. Your legs are beautiful. No, your thighs are beautiful. Your face is so beautiful. No, bro, my hand is broken. No, I'm a Vaishnava. I don't want to find fault with it. Hey, there's a problem here. Address it. Prabhupada says, hand is broken, telling hand is broken is not wrong. What is wrong? This person is very good. And no, his hand is broken. That is wrong. Finding one fault, he has 19% good qualities, but one bad quality. Portraying that person as that one bad quality is wrong. There is nothing wrong seeing a bad quality. We should see also, but we should not act on it because he has 99% good qualities. I'll give a small example if you don't mind. So temple management means, how do I present? Thinking twice whether should I tell this or not. Okay, I'll tell. I'm trying, but if you put one person, okay, what is that? One person is there, one person. But if you just give an example, if you ask him to sing, ask him or her to sing, they'll start becoming ecstatic and start crying on the mic. So I'm just giving an example. Who is singing? So then they start crying on the mic, and this all the expressions of Lord Chaitanya they will exhibit. It's a problem. So don't put them on the mic. That's it. But that problem is not that person. That person has 19% good qualities. So first time you see, second time don't put them on mic. You got no point? But you don't live on that, okay? I just told as an example for others to, please forgive me, others to learn. I'm not understood. So, because this is temple, you will influence others. So we will not put them on the mic again to lead. When they're in the behind, they're very normal. But the moment you put them on, then they start becoming ecstatic, start crying, people think differently. Got my point? But he's very good, so don't put him there. But other than perfect. You understand? So, like for example, at home, somebody is there. I mentioned this one time. One bad quality. Naughty, Hare Krishna's outsiders. Maybe husband is alcoholic. He's very good, let us say. Then one quality. You cannot leave him just because he's alcoholic. Try to reform him. You try, it may take 20 years. So just because of this one quality, you will not leave him because he has other good qualities. Understanding it? So, but you see that. How do you make it better? You try also. So that one bad quality you don't magnify it. Sometimes people you left I left it by. No, he drinks. And nobody's a personification of Ram or Ravana in the middle, let me tell you. That's what I see. You can also see so many faults in it. So we see, but we don't act. That's the thing. But again, when we see, it means that time we are not seeing inside ourselves. How many of you agree? We all think we are pure devotees, Paramahamsas. How many of you agree? Let us be honest, right? People who have world has not realized there is a Paramahamsa sitting here. That's what we think. But others, with tiny fault up. That's our problem. So means we have to go far. Our chanting should be good. We should consciously make an effort not to find fault. It doesn't matter. How many 16 rounders are there in farming tunnels? The population is 1 million. I don't even think 150, 200 people. Or maybe 300 people. So I will not act on it. But again, the beauty, you will not touch that bad quality. If bad karma is there, it will interact your bad quality and that bad quality will interact. We have to be very careful. How many of you are understanding? This is very important. It's a gray area. That person has that gray area. Right? For example, one person has alcohol problem. You will never invite him to temple and give Bhagavatam class 9 o'clock in the Saturday night. If he is drinking Saturday night. Right? Make sure you don't touch it. That is the beauty. That's what I can tell. Any other question or comment? MIS.
Mentioned that faith, Krishna gives us the faith. And how do we, can you elaborate on that point? Because I'm getting, trying to understand. Because we can also put like, I mean, faith is, if Krishna proves himself, then I have faith. Like, how can I, it's a very, I'm trying to understand this.
Krishna, I didn't hear that last. Krishna?
He mentioned that.
No, I understood what you said.
But I don't want to get in a place that Krishna has to prove himself that we develop faith. No, right? But how do we?
Krishna has to
Prove himself.
prove. Okay, okay.
How can we get that, not to get into that mentality, but understanding
No, I got it. Basically, this is the thing. We have to, time is running out of when we hear 40 Tulsi Maharani did tapasya for 40,000 years, or they did tapasya 10,000 years. For us, I can only do tapasya next 5-6 years. After that, my Lord, I have to go back to Godhead. Krishna says, try your luck. Honestly speaking, I told last Saturday Bhagavatam class, this yatra when I went, in Mumbai, I told this, I'm repeating again for other people. Wherever I went, I saw millions and millions of people, and they're all busy and very absorbed. And so, actually, there is a song, Krishna jinka naam hai, in that line, Adbhut jinki maya hai. Or one day I concluded, I have to worship you because you have the control, you have Maya in your pocket. You control this whole thing. He doesn't control one thing. He controls all the multiverse he controls. He controls devatas. But he sits down as though he doesn't do anything. Just sits down, plays on the flute. Now mudyate atra. Adidambaraya. So Krishna, Brahma came and said, my lord, Brahma tried to tell, he was a small boy. It came to test. And Krishna is standing there. And then when he realized his mistake, he was holding, a bugle horn, one with stick and yogurt and pickle. And my lord, please forgive me, my lord. I'm sorry, I did all this mistake, my lord. Please forgive me. Krishna said, by any chance, did you see my cows past half an hour? I'm searching for my cows and calves. Brahma got the doubt. Hey, did I come to the right person? And so maybe I'm offering my prayers to the wrong person. He's only small boy. That much Krishna will test you. So that Brahma said, hey, no, he's the one. He's the one. So actually we cannot understand Krishna. Even Brahma and Shiva cannot understand Krishna. When you have, first it creates reverence. First 9 chapters, 9 cantos. The 10th canto is sweetness. And with reverence you approach that sweetness. And that's why one lecture I heard, Himalayan mountain range is not just Himalayas. There is actually Gauri Shankar, Shikaram, Nanda, Alagananda, it's all different, tiny. So that's why you approach Krishna through. Like when you want to your Sakiras, you approach one devote, Sridama, Sudama, Madhumangal. If it is, Vatsaliras, Yashoda, if it is in the Mathurya, Manjaris, of course, obviously, any respect of any rasa, your guru. That guru will take you to that. But you cannot approach Krishna. That's the problem with Mayavadis, Mayavadi goes and says to Krishna, nice meeting you. Krishna says, who are you? I am Supreme Lord. All right, try your luck. So they can never understand Krishna and they can never see Krishna. So that sweetness will translate your reverence into sweetness. Or you still have sweetness and reverence, you'll go to Vaikuntha. Krishna is very high. With that consciousness, you approach Radha and Krishna, all the dealings approach, then there is a thing. Otherwise, if you try to superimpose our Annamaya, Pranamaya consciousness in Krishna, why Krishna is doing wrong things? Why is he behaving like this? We try to judge Krishna, actually. Then that's a problem. So the faith, your question is on faith. You let Krishna give, Krishna will give him in his time frame, not in our time frame. Krishna says, my lord, I need a mercy. 1 minute, Krishna says. If you come back saying 1 minute, Krishna's 1 minute, So what we have to do? We should do whatever is needed to acquire that faith. I'm honest with you, it takes 15-20 years. Certain areas. One lecture of Radhana Swami I heard, I hate to say this, these are his words. I hate to say this. There is no substitute for maturity, he said that. What a powerful statement. I hate to say this. There is no substitute for maturity in bhakti. So if we take that line, I want faith tomorrow, I'll chant 64 rounds, tomorrow it will not come. You should be convinced. Krishna consciousness means you should be fully Krishna, you're conscious of Krishna. You are conscious of Krishna means when you say, Prabhu, this Prabhu is part and parcel of Krishna. And that's not easy actually. So then you say, I all need the 3 things you said, I need faith for that. That is also a little difficult. So maybe you need certain qualification. You need certain qualification. Once you achieve it, Krishna will give. Sometimes I think, for example, after great difficulty, one day you'll get it. You get it? My Lord, why you have taken this much time, You should have given 15 years ago. Then Krishna says, all right, you try your luck. That's why bhakti is simple but very difficult. It's not easy. It happens in his Then you will say, Yogamaya, can you put all the rules and regulations, all the if statements? I'll read it and I'll change it tomorrow. Yogamaya says, that's why I'll never put it. So what action, what reaction? So if you put it, then okay, you'll read everything and then you'll change tomorrow. You know? So, but one thing is that Paramatma is there, he is speaking to you, but unfortunately we cannot hear. So means a little more sadhana, little more sadhana. But tiny things are given to you. They are given to you. You are going forward. So he's slowly giving you support. He's right behind you. Right behind you. You know. He has provided you devotees. He has provided you prasad. He has given you intelligence. Everything. You are getting purified. Little more, little more. Very soon you will. But patience. If any other thing, otherwise we'll end it. Yes. One minute. Does it answer your question? Okay. Yes.
Krishna, I'm trying to bring my question what Prabhuji asked, the fault finding or envy. So it is said that in Kali Yuga, whatever we think in mind, it has no effect.
True.
But what is happening, this is my personal experience. The day we feel that my sadhana is good, I'm according to program. And in certain situations also, I come across with the scenario where I get some envy towards my god brother and god sister. And immediately Krishna showed what I was before 25 years ago. Immediately in mind, this is your position, see. And what happened when Krishna shows this thing, there is a tendency that we may act upon it. But of course, it is a choice actually. On the previous, any negativity will come in, like college days, whatever was those things may come. So it is very dangerous zone sometimes I'm thinking after, we feel that by salary good and still, so how we can act on this really?
Act on what?
I mean, how we can take when this anarthas are shown to you?
Prabhuji, if anarthas are surfacing, another surface from mind. The worst thing you can do to mind is ignore. I'm honest with you. Just 2 days ago, somebody's trying. He was trying me. And actually, I'll tell you all. Mind will present a bad thought. You just watch. If you watch for 2 seconds, immediately it will bring you to the feeling. Thinking will bring you to the feeling also. What happened 20 years ago, 30 years ago? If you are little negligent, 5th second, 6th second, you will start experiencing it. That is even worse. You will not speak anything. You will not act on anything. That is Maya's trick. I don't know how many of you are understanding what I'm telling. Sometimes it takes 1 minute. Sometimes it takes few seconds. You'll start experiencing changes in the body also. That is even worse. So, one lecture I heard, when Maya comes before you, you'll become strong. Maya will not come before you. Maya will attack from inside. Varsana Maharaj told one time. Then when you know, that's why one Mayavadi says, whatever the fight that you go through, you fight, whatever the fight happens between you and Maya, world wars are nothing, he said. World wars are nothing. Because Mayavadis don't get support from Krishna. He gets support. So when Anartha is coming, I'm telling my experience. Before it goes to the experiencing thing, feeling and willing, that is nasty actually, we have to cut down somewhere. If the grace is not there, Maya will step up the attack. Step up the attack. That's why one should be very busy. Whether grahastha or single, one or double or single, one has to be fully busy. You should not have any free time. And you should not be lonely. There's a word difference between alone and lonely. You're feeling lonely. Brahmachari feels loneliness. There is a sign he'll give up ashram eventually. You can be alone, but you should not be lonely. You should give up ashram. Means you don't have sufficient engagement, Krishna conscious engagement. Because, and actually, if you're not weak, that time if you chant alone, array, that's even attack is more. You should do Krishna conscious activity. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's grace, preaching is there, Prabhupada. We go for book distribution. That's why Kutijak Bhota Parivrajik Paramahamsa. These are types of sannyas. Saraswati Thakur removed all, only one, Parivrajika. You guys also go and travel and do preaching. If you sit in one place, we don't have that much sattva. Rajo is there. Rajoguna, even if you're a sannyasi, Rajoguna is there, you'll fall down. So, when Maya is attacking, coming back to your question, Maya is, in the Anartha is coming, first get up, go out, and somebody talk to them. Keep busy yourself with any one of your related activities in your life. Then it will work. I don't know how many of you seen. First thing what Maya will do, she'll fix you like this. And one day I showed, but again I can show right now. I showed long ago. Right now you're all listening lecture, right? This is what happened.
I think you want a chance.
No, I'm not. So this is everyone is seeing, right? This is okay. Can you this is Vishuddha Sattva, pure goodness. But this is Sattvagun, this is Rajagun, this is Tamagun. Also, so now you're here. It's amazing. Wow, Haribol. Now you go upstairs. And this will last only 10-15 minutes. Once you go upstairs, you start talking. Slowly, it's sattva, it'll come. Still sattva, because in the temple environment. Then you'll get into the car. You'll get into the car, you start driving. Rajavan, I have to do this, I have to do this. Immediately mind will start telling you do this, do this, do this, this. Children, I have to do this, I have to purchase this, this. Means when the moment you become a doer, Rajavana. Rajavana has one quality, I am the doer. When you think I am the doer, you do not know what happens. Very interesting actually. You are this body, Prabhu. You are this mind, Prabhu. You're an engineer, Prabhu. You have this much, you're a doctor, Mataji, whatever. You have this much. So you're here. Then. And then see, you will further come down. This is the edge of Raja and Tamo. Tamagun also. Then it will put you there and then it will attack. And it will take, maybe to raise your consciousness, it takes a long time. That's consistent. Then you have to, that's why I said, you should not be alone, should not be idle. Idleness is deadly. If you're idle, it'll eat you up. So only that's why one lecture I heard. Give the work to somebody who's very busy. They will get it done for you. But don't give the work who are idle. And means idle people cannot continue anyway. So that's what I want to say. I told what I'm supposed to tell. Does it answer your question? So Anartha, ignore. One more last point. Anartha is leaving for good. It'll do the maximum havoc. It's leaving for good, supposing. That Anartha is leaving for good, it will never come back. Then it will not leave you, it will shake you up. Means once you come back, Prabhu, enjoy this very nice, right? You want to enjoy it, please, please, please. That day you didn't enjoy this. You ate only half ice cream, you eat the rest of the half. Why don't you do it now? For some reason you say yes, it will come back. It will come back and stay in your heart. Krishna said, you go. So, because Krishna said that you go, allowing you to go. Maya says, I'm going, but let me try. Maybe you still have a little interest. You say, yeah, that day I didn't try. I tried only half ice cream. Cone ice cream I should eat. And then he'll come back. If anything is there, otherwise we'll end it. Thank you very much. And Radharashman Bhagavatam ki Jai Shri Prabhupada ki Jai. Manro, sorry, I didn't say. I'm so sorry. Please, yes, Manro.
Last time that you mentioned,
Ah,
One side is the son of Brahma, and he has access to go to Lord Brahma, Shiva, and Vishnu. And he is doing Ram, right? He wanted to test. He's doing big Ram,
Oh,
speaking like, again. So, because of this intent, or what is the deep, again? This is like, I'm trying to understand.
nice question actually. So when they performed this yajna, they wanted to give the fruit of the yajna to one deity. So then all the devatas, so all the rishis said they designated Bhrigu. Bhrigu said, I'll go to hell by, by testing them. Don't worry, we protect you. We make you immune from the aparad. They all give the blessings because this is for the loka kalyanam. This is for the good of the society. So we will make sure. So because he was not, you made a point. I also thought of this. Everyone thinks of this. Hey, you're kicking Vishnu, Aparad, Hare Krishna. Huh? And you be using bad words to Brahma and you're behaviorally wrong with your father. So, but because he was designated to do that, he says this. I'll have to go through. I'll have to go through a lot of. Then say, no, don't worry, because we are sending you. Then you'll be taken care. And I'll add one more point just to make you understand. One day, and I was living in. I went back to India 2.5 years. One day the head pujari came, Madhvacharya Prabhu. Hey, will you go on the altar right now? I said, Prabhu, past 1 ever since I came here, I have not gone on the altar. Hey, there's no pujari, just go on the altar. Prabhuji, no. So don't worry, I'll take care of you. You go on the altar. And if you give me that promise, then I will go on the altar. Then I went on the altar. You got my point? Clear, right? You understood, right? Same thing here also. So an authority is giving you, approving. We want to know. We want the whole world to know. Something great came out actually. So what something great? Balaji is because of this pastime actually. And Lakshmi ji in Kolhapur is because of this pastime. So Vishnu descended and is giving blessings. In Kali Yuga is giving blessings. Balaji is giving blessings to all the people. And because of the Bhrigu pastime. And Lakshmi ji descended to the material world because of group and Bhrigu pastime. So something good happened. That's why it was for authority gave permission. Thank you. Kandra Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Prabhupada ki jai. Bhagavatam class ended. 1 minute, everyone please sit down. I have to tell my class now.